Alright, I'm going to show you guys how I remade the song If We'll Ever Be Remembered by Martin Garrix, and I think I got really close. This is what it sounds like. Alright, the project really isn't that complex. Got a lead, bass, some strings, a drone and an arp, chords, and then the drums. The bass is actually really easy. It's this mid-bass layer that is just a saw wave with a plucky envelope like this, some distortion, compression. But to get that rolling sound, you go into the MIDI and you chop it up like this. And then that's being layered with a sub, which is literally just a sine wave, another plucky envelope. On my subs, I like to distort them a little bit, compress them, and then cut out all the high end again with a filter and together. Then on top of that, I have these chords, which are just saw waves. 16 voices and then 6 with some detune. I have a little bit of hyper dimension on there for some width, same thing with the chorus, and then multi-band compression. And then the drone and the arp. Drone, super simple, a sine wave, plucky envelope. To give it a little bit of movement, I took LFO1 and slightly automated the volume. And then envelope 2 is also affecting the cutoff. And then the arp sounds like this. Just one voice of unison on this, I don't know what you would call this, square wave like pushed over like this. Distortion on it, some delay, multi-band compression, a little bit of reverb, and then I slightly took away a tiny bit of highs. All that together sounds like this. Now for the leads, only 2 layers, nothing crazy. The main lead sounds like this. It's a saw wave with 16 voices of unison, detune. I'm affecting the fine tune right here with this really fast LFO. I'll exaggerate it to show you what it's doing. So it sounds like that, but if you just add a tiny bit of it, it adds like this real, like almost messy sound to it that makes it sound more lifelike, in my opinion. And then it's got a sub layer. Sounds like that. And then in the effects section, it's got distortion, multi-band compression, a little bit of reverb, and I cut the lows and boosted a little bit of the mids and highs, like that. And that's being layered with this, which is just, I think, a preset I found, but then modified it a little bit. And then all of that is being layered with this strings layer, which was this Contact Library Session Strings 2. I just bounced it out into audio and then put it in the project. And then layered with the synth leads, sounds like this. The reverb and the leads, and then all of the chords, arp, sub, all of that is being routed to this drop bus where I'm kickstarting it and subtly OTTing it. It probably doesn't even need that, but I guess I liked it at the time. So yeah, and then the drums sound like this on their own. The shaker loop, ride, clap, and kick, and that's really it. And these things right here. And then that's really the whole track. On the master, I've got the God particle, and that's it. If you don't have this plugin, you should definitely get this plugin. It's insane. I just have it at default setting, except I am boosting 1 dB on the mid-range and 0.3 on the low end. So yeah, that's the whole song. Ask me questions about this because I'm trying to get better at teaching and like showing how I do this, but I don't know how. So hopefully you learned something. Alright guys, yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, I love you. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video.